Assalamu alaikum. You are listening Radio Sadai Hurriyat Jammu Kashmir. I am Abdul Salam with Kashmir Update. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the All Parties Hurriyat Conference has warned that any further delay in settlement of Kashmir dispute could produce devastating consequences on a large scale. According to Kashmir Media Service, the All Parties Hurriyat Conference Secretary General Maulvi Bashir Ahmed Irfani, in a statement issued in Srinagar, informed the fascist Modi regime that despite the huge presence of its military forces, Kashmiri youth dare to come out with nagged justice against the roaring guns and chant pro-freedom slogans. He urged the United Nations Secretary General to impress upon India to stop genocide and take measures for a peaceful settlement of the lingering Kashmir dispute. Hurriyat leaders and organizations, including Sayyid Bashir Andrabi, Jammu and Kashmir Democratic Freedom Party, and Islami Tanzim-e-Azadi, in their statements stressed the need for resolution of Kashmir dispute through talks to end miseries of Kashmiri people. Abdul Ahad Para condemned the arrest of Hurriyat activist Javed Ahmed Najjar under Blake Law Public Safety Act. Meanwhile, Indian troops, in their fresh act of state terrorism, martyred one more Kashmiri youth in Srinagar today. The youth was killed by troops during a cordon and search operation in Parimpora of the city. The operation was going on till the last reports came in. Hundreds of women staged a forceful anti-India protest demonstration in Sopore town against the killing of Kashmiri student in Indian city of Chandigarh. The women gathered outside the residence of the student Amir Hussain at Bumai and chanted slogans like "We want freedom" and "Freedom is our right." An analytical report released by Kashmir Media Service said so-called Jammu Air Force Base attack is one among a series of false flag operations carried out by India to defame Pakistan and the ongoing Kashmiri freedom struggle. The report said the precision with which the attack was conducted clearly reflects that it was the handiwork of insiders. By linking Pakistan, India is trying to get Islamabad on FATF blacklist. The report pointed out that recovery of 2 live rounds of Insas rifle from the baggage of a CRPF constable at Srinagar's International Airport today confirmed that the Indian authorities were planning to stage another drama to malign Pakistan. Earlier, Hindu extremist groups backed by the government have carried out incidents like Mumbai attacks, Samjhota Express, Makkah Masjid and Malegaon blasts. National Conference leader Justice retired Hasnain Masoodi, in a media interview, ripped apart the sub judice mantra advanced by BJP leaders on revocation of special status of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. He said that the pendency of petitions in Indian Supreme Court challenging August 5, 2019 decisions does not stand in the way of Indian government to undo injustice and reverse its unconstitutional move. He said this in response to media reports that Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, during the Thursday's meeting with Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir politicians, refused to comment on the Article 370 and 35A, arguing that the matter was sub judice before the Indian Supreme Court. Unknown attackers gunned down a special police officer along with his wife and daughter in Hariparigam, Avantipora area, Pulwama district. And in India, mob lynching of Muslims has become a routine as Hindu fanatics backed by BJP government have killed another Muslim youth in Bihar. 27-year-old Muhammad Ismail was beaten to death in Jokihat in Bihar's Araria district on Saturday night. Pertinent to mention here that more than 10 cases of brutal lynching have been reported in 50 days during pandemic. And this is for now. Have a good night and keep listening Radio Sadai Hurriyat Jammu Kashmir.